Hi, welcome back to ODE YouTube channel. Today we have here another unboxing. This is a box that came from Appelboom in the Netherlands, and this was something that I bought. So let's open it. Today I'll have this Victorinox Alox knife from 2020 limited edition. So this is the typical DHL bag. Let's cut it. Okay, let's see what we have inside. I know you don't, maybe you know from the video description by now, but let's take this out. Let's just check if there isn't anything more, and yes, there is. There is an Appelboom card, a thank you card, which is nice, with a Mont Blanc, but I did not buy a Mont Blanc pen. It's just a thank you card, which is nice. And we have the mini stroopwafel, which I like, although I can't pronounce it correctly. So let me take this away, put the package back here, and I will just lower the camera a little bit. Okay, and here we are, closer to the box. Let's take this away, put the stroopwafel there. I will eat them. Let's unwrap this, more paper that goes right now to the floor. We have the Appelboom seal there that I will just have to cut, because I want the pen inside, although I'm trying not to destroy it too much. And why is that? Maybe because I should post a little more on Instagram. Oops, I didn't want to rip it, but I did. Okay, let's forget about it. So here I have the pen, and now you have a hint. Inside there is a pilot costume 743 in extra fine and green. Green, it's that verdigris color. As far as I know, verdigris is the color that corresponds to the oxidation of copper or brass, that kind of green oxidation, green bluish. So I have a couple pens here next to me for comparison, and I'm not sure if I'm very curious about color comparison, and that's something that I like to do, because the color rendition on video is not always the best. I don't have the best equipment, best lighting, sorry about that, but I have some pens to compare and I like to do that. So we have the nice pilot bag, blow box, with this kind of embossing with gold color. Let's put this away, and then we have protective foam, and we have a paper for use and guide, and we have a bottle. I didn't have yet any bottle of these. It is a blue one. I don't use blue that much. A single ink cartridge. They used to send it in another kind of wrapping, but this one is better because this may not be discarded immediately. You can use it to put something else inside. And you have the pen. This is a very big box. I would say there is no need for such a big thing. And here is the pen. It is an interesting color. This is an exclusive for the United States of America, but because Appelboom has a store there, they could have it also in Europe through their American store, and that's nice, and I just used that possibility. Sorry, I'm just trying to move stuff around to find room on my table. So here is the pen. I initially went for a fine, but then the extra fine was available sooner and I chose to have the extra fine. Let's see how I deal with a Pilot extra fine nib, because Pilot fine is already fine, but I like fine nibs, so we'll see. So this is an interesting color I have here. It's more green than blue, although it has some blue hints. I hope it has a yes, it has the Con 70 converter, which is nice, and it has cartridges. There is something that I like. This Con 70 is a nice cartridge because you can have a nice feel, but a nice converter because you can have a nice feel, sorry, but I really like the Pilot cartridges because you can refill them and you can use this little disc to refill and reseal it and take the cartridges with you. I have a video about this, it's a pen tip video about how to refill and reseal Pilot cartridges, which it is quite nice because you can use them lots of times. So this pen is interesting. Maybe I would choose it with Chrome trim, but it was not available. As far as I know, this model, the 743, is, that's not as far as I know, that's the truth. The 743 is the same model as the 823, the one that is a vac fill, but I prefer cartridge filler, so I have this one. I will just zoom in a little bit and let's start making some comparisons. Okay, here I have the pen, and I already had this pen, so it is kind of stupid to buy this one, but I really found the color attractive, at least for what I saw online, although it's very hard to predict how it would look. I thought it would be more kind of a turquoise. So I have here, this is the Pilot 743 in black. It is also available in Bordeaux or Burgundy if you prefer. I don't have that one because it's not my favorite kind of color for pens, but I may be starting to go into this kind of rabbit hole. So let's see if I'll get one or not, but it's not my favorite kind of color. So let me just show you the nibs, because that may be interesting, just to have more complete unboxing. The one here, the black one, the nibs are the same. The black one is a little bit dirty because it has ink inside, but the black one is a fine nib, and I think it's a fine. I'm getting some high sight problems, even more. So it is a fine, and the other one is an extra fine. You can see the tips. Let's see how I will get used to this one. So this is a pen that I got, which is exactly the same, so I expect the same kind of writing experience except for the nib, but the color is the same. I'm not sure if I can interchange nibs if I want. I never tried to do that on Pilot, but we'll see. This is a kind of model that I find interesting, kind of shape, and about this shape I have some other comparisons. I have here, this is the Pilot Custom 743. This is the Pilot Custom 67, which is an older version. It has a number 5 nib, this one has a number 15, so there is quite a big size difference. You can see here, if the camera focus, there is some size difference in between these nibs. So this is a model that's no longer made. This is the 67, but then Pilot introduced the Pilot Costume 74, and it is the same kind of pen. It also takes the Con 70. It has the same kind of construction. It just has some minor differences about its construction. This one has a ring there, this one doesn't. This one has plastic threads there, this one has metal threads. So just minor differences, like this double ring on the cap. This one has a different band on the cap, but it is the same pen, same size. And there is also the Pilot 742, which is a model between the 74 and 743, and this one has number 5 nib, the other one has a number 10, this one has a number 15. Okay, but I also like some other models of this kind of color, and just to show them to you, I have here a Sailor 1911 large, which is the same kind of generic shape. There are some differences here on the size of the end part. If you be talking about the 843, this end part is much bigger. I will try to have someday 843 as alone to make a video about it. And this is the Pilot. This is the Platinum 3776, Pilot 3776 Century in black. So the same kind of pen, similar nib size. I'm not doing real comparison now, just for showing up. This is the longer one. Also in the same kind of size, we have the Jinhao, but this one has a much bigger nib. It's a number 8 nib, the Jinhao 849, which is the same kind of pen. And I could have here the Mont Blanc that I forgot to bring to the table, and I don't have here at hand. The Mont Blanc, forgot the name, 149. But I'll make some comparisons and I will show it better. I also brought here to the table the Sailor, the 1911 version, or the Profit version, but this is the king of pen, also with a very big nib. This is the yellow version, an exclusive, so you can see this one is bigger, but the concept is really similar, and I like this kind of shape. So I have now two. There is also the Bordeaux. I'm not sure if I will ever get it, and I'm thinking if they are eventually making some other colors in the future. I just want to show you some color comparisons with some other pens that I brought to the table today. I have here these Lamy Safari from a few years ago, and this is the Candy Lamy Safari Candy Aquamarine, and it's much brighter in the turquoise color, and I thought it would be a match, but it isn't. That's what you get when you see photos on shops online. I have to say that I'm not disappointed at all. It's just not how I expected it, and that's okay. But that's fun, and that's why I like to compare pens with pens and with pens. I have here also Platignum. This one has a G. Platignum. It is an English brand, and it is the Platignum Regal. Also the same. It's closer to the Lamy Safari. More pens that I have here. I also brought here these Tung 361, which is a very fun pen, but it is clearly a turquoise, more on the green side. You can see it is an interesting, small, ugly pen, and not comparable at all, although it's more green than those two are. I also brought a couple more pens because I can never bring only one. I brought here two Parker 45, which are one of my favorite models. These are two kind of blue or turquoise colors. Let me put them here, and maybe this one is closer actually. And I may have some other Parker 45 that is even closer to that color, but that's what I told you. I could not expect or predict. So this is very, very fun. Because it's fun because I'm discovering these alongside with you. Maybe you're finding these too long, but I really enjoyed doing this. And I have here this is a Montblanc Junior 622, which is an interesting pen. I have to make a video one day, kind of comparison between these Montblanc series with Parker 45. And this one has the same color, very similar color to this one, and if I have to choose the colors that are more similar, they would be these ones, but these are too blue for that one. And finally, I also have here the Kaweco Sport Peacock Blue, because I thought it would be a match, but it's so far from being a match to that color. And finally, I have the Kaweco collection Cyan. And is this the color? No, it's not, because it's completely different. There is also a Kaweco, a new Kaweco, which is the Teal, Kaweco collection Teal. Let me just check if it is here in my Galen leather. If it's not, I don't have it nearby. If it is, okay, I don't have it nearby. Where is it? Let me just look here, because I have a bunch of Kaweco pens here. Maybe this one, maybe. Where is it? No, not at all. So there's no use. This is the Kaweco collection Toyama Teal, which is a teal color. This is the Cyan, and this one is not even close. It's not that kind of color. It's more kind of a green. So if I have to say if I have to choose, the best color to compare would be the Parker 45, and which has a color that I don't know the official name, and this one, the Montblanc Junior 622. So this was kind of an interesting discovery alongside talking with you. I hope you didn't find this too annoying. Yes, I'm one of those persons that will remove these. Some people keep these pilot stickers forever. I usually like to remove them, and I will do it. I will do that. And I will also try to find a color. I don't do that too often. It's just for fun, but I'll try to find a color that will match the color of the pen, an ink color. So if you have any idea, please let me know. I have lots of inks, but maybe you will always suggest some ink that I don't have. But I want to try to find a matching ink just for fun. I think I have a color that is called Verdigris, which is a Roran Klinger. I think that my friend Luis gave me a sample of it, and let's see what I will put inside, how I feel about it, if I will ever buy the burgundy one, or even if I'll buy the costume 742. just to fill in the gap. And now, as if I didn't have enough ink, I also have here more. I have here 70 milliliters of ink more to use up. So I will see, or I'll have an ink that will match this color, or I may use just this ink, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you had fun just comparing pen colors. I like to do that a lot. And if you liked, please don't forget to hit the like button, to subscribe the channel, and to share the channel with someone that you find that may be interested in these very long pen talks. So this is all for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.